All right, we're going to go into metaphors. Metaphor is very similar to similes as it's a comparison of two different things. The biggest difference is it does not use like or as. Example of a metaphor, life is a roller coaster. It isn't like a roller coaster, it simply is a roller coaster. There are lots of up and downs in life. So, again, as you are going through your notes, you are split screening notes on one side, my video on the other. Metaphor compares two or more unlike things without using like or as. I want you to pause this video, write that sentence down on your slide, and say it in your head. Okay, welcome back. Example from When Death Comes by Mary Oliver. We are going to highlight our metaphors, and again, we're doing it just like we did with similes in yellow, looking for a comparison. When it's over, I want to say all my life I was a bride married to amazement. I was the bridegroom, taking the world into my arms. When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I had made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened or full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Okay? So your comparison is simply, I was a bride married to amazement, okay? This author's connection with life, she's comparing it to a newlywed, okay? I was a bride married to this amazement. I was the bridegroom taking the world into my arms. So it wasn't I was like a bride, I was a bride, okay? The theme topic of this is death and how do we live our life? How do we keep going? So we'll be talking about that theme topic in a different video within this lesson today. Example from As You Like It by William Shakespeare. So this one's dealing with an extended metaphor. What an extended metaphor is, it's a metaphor that is used throughout an entire poem. All right? Used throughout the entire poem. So, and that means is that we're going to find a comparison that it's going to continue through everything in this poem. All right, so here we go. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts begin 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. And then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Okay? So when we're looking at a comparison, the world is a stage. So this is the extended metaphor. Everything in here is compared to the stage. So the men and the women were merely players. Okay? They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. So his acts are referring to his life there. So we've got the infant, right? Then we have the whining schoolboy. So one act is the infant. Another one is the whining schoolboy. Okay, and it would progress into those other further stages. But again, everything in here is looking at life and how it's compared to a play. Okay, that's what it is. So then when we get to that theme topic, we're talking the stages of life. So for your directions, you're going to go into lesson 6.2. That practice, open it into Notability. Again, listen and watch the directions. When you are finished with that, submit it to the PDF and move on to your should do's and aspire to do's in this lesson.